Hi friends, this is Sarvajan here. Welcome to my networking channel. Hope all are doing good. And today let us discuss and debug the MPBGP. So what is the difference between BGP and MPBGP? So BGP supports only IPv4 unicast and MPBGP supports multiple protocols like IPv4 unicast, IPv4 multicast and IPv6 unicast and multicast. Since it supports multiple protocols, we are using MPBGP. And in case of BGP, we'll just configure only the neighbor statement. But in MPBGP, additionally, we have to configure a address family statement. So that is the thing difference between BGP and MPBGP. So here in this architecture, I established a R1 and R2. We have established an IPv6 neighbor adjacency, right? So R1 and R2, I created the IPv6 interface. So both this interface should reside in the same subnet. And additionally, I define the loopback address on R1 and R2. So I configure the MPBGP for establishing this IPv6 neighbor adjacency. So for some reason, not seeing the IPv6 routes in the BGP routing table, right? So that is the thing we are going to discuss today now. So why we are not seeing the neighbor adjacencies? See, I show what is the command is show IPBGP IPv6 unicast the command to check the neighbor, and second command is show IPv6 route BGP. So due to some reason I am not seeing the routes in the BGP routing table of R1, right? So that is the thing we need to check today now why we are not seeing the BGP IPv6 routes in the BGP routing table. So before that, let us now go to the each and every router and let us check the directly connected interfaces. So now let us go here, show IPv6 interface brief. So let us check the interface brief and I'm able to see all these interfaces are up, right? The faster than it is up, and also we are seeing the loopback interfaces up for R1. Let us check from R2N. So R2N go here. Let us show IPv6 interface brief. So here also we are able to see the interfaces up, and also we are able to see the loopback addresses up, right? So from the configuration perspective, we need to check why we are not able to see the routing entries. This is a command to check IPv6 route BGP. So we are not able to see the routing entries in the BGP routing table. So R1 you have to see this entry, remote destination network, and R2 you have to see this corresponding entry, right? So we are not seeing, we need to troubleshoot. So before that, let us go to the configuration and let us see what are the configuration we have done. So these are the interfaces I have defined, directly interfaces. Then command wise, I have configured this in autonomous system number 1 and this R2 in autonomous system number 2. So R1 I established a neighbor 2001. This is nothing but the neighbor statement of faster than at 0 of R2. Then followed by remote autonomous system number 2, remote autonomous system number 2. Then address family IPv4, no neighbor activate. That means, so this since it is an IPv6, we are just removing the IPv4, disabling the IPv4. Then we have to configure address family IPv6 neighbor this statement, neighbor this corresponding interface, then do a activate command that will activate the interface. Similar way, the similar setup I need to do for R2, right? So R2 also let us do a show run. And let us go to the configuration. Yeah, show run. See, same thing. Address family IPv4. I am disabling the interface for IPv4 since I am configuring IPv6. So through address family, I can disable IPv4 and I am enabling IPv6. Address family IPv6 neighbor, this remote interface activate, right? So these are the only commands you need to configure for MPBGP. So since why it is not advertising means we have to configure another statement. We have to configure a network statement for both these networks for R1 and R2. So R1 I have to define both these networks for both this fast ether interface and the loopback address. I have to define a network and for also R2. So then let us check the routing table, right? Let us go to R1. How to do it? Go to the configuration mode. So router BGP1 address family IPv6 network statement is let us define the loopback 2001::1/128 128 bit address 1111::1/128. So I defined the network statement. Let us go to R2 and let us do the same thing. So router BGP2 address family IPv6 and the network is 2001::2/128, right? So this is the network I'm defining. To then also this network. So faster than it is network 2001::111::2/128, right? So this is a network, both the networks I defined in the network statement of address family, right? So to go to the corresponding address family IPv6, then you have to define the network statement. This is for MPBGP configuration. So now let us check the configuration. Show IPBGP IPv6 unicast. So now I'm seeing the network statement, but there is no next hop interface. So what I can do for a temporarily, I have to create a static route. So you are able to see now show IPBGP IPv6 unicast. So what I have to do temporarily, I have to create a static route. So what is the static route I have to configure? So this static route is not mandatory in some setup, but this setup it is not working. So initially for a temporary purpose, we'll create two static routes. Then we will check, and afterwards, if everything is working fine, then we can check it out. So what we can do, go to the configuration mode and IPv6 route. So I have to create a static route pointing to this loopback address. So static route, this destination network, then the next stop you have to define this. So 2001::2, right, /128. Then I have to define this next stop. 2001:1111::2, right? Similar way, let us go to R2 and let us do it. So go to the configuration mode, IPv6 route, and we have to point to the loopback address as a destination remote network 2001. So you can see here actually. So this prefix IPv6 prefix we have to define. The remote prefix is 2001::1/128. Then we have to give the state interface. So that interface I am defining 2001:1111::1. So we are done with the first static route. Now let us see. So first thing you have to check show IPBGP IPv6 unicast. So still we are not seeing actually, right? Show IPBGP IPv6 unicast. So now we have to create another static route pointing to this interface. So how to create it? Go to R1 IPv6 route 2001::1/128. So this is the thing I'm doing. Just this IP address followed by the interface. What is the interface is faster than at 0/0. Now let us go to R2. Go to the configuration mode, IPv6 route. Then we have to give this interface 2001::1111::1, right, /128. This interface I'm defining. Then we have to give faster than at 0/0. How it is reachable is faster than at 0/0. So now let us save it and now let us check the configuration. See, immediately you are seeing the neighbor adjacency is coming up, right? So after that, now let us check the configuration. See, now we are doing a show IPBGP IPv6 unicast. So also now also you are able to see the unicast table, right? So now let us check the entry. Show IPv6 route BGP. So still we are not able to see the BGP table, right? Show IPv6 route BGP. So now what we can do, I will show run include route. So I already told this is for a temporary statement only. Show IPBGP IPv6 unicast. So this route, specific routes what I created showing as a rib routes. So this means there is a incorrect route statement or there is a improper entry in the BGP routing table. So what we can do, so for a temporarily we can remove this network routing statement what we have created, and let us see this thing. Show run include route. So this little bit tricky part. Sometimes it will immediately come up the neighbor after configuring the network statement, it will immediately come up. But in this configuration, we have to create a static route. So after we got the next stop interface, then it is good to remove this route. So that's the reason I'm doing. Now let us remove this static route. So let us remove this route on both the interface now, R1, and let us go to R2, show run include route. Go to the configuration mode and let us remove this interface. So now let us see so we're able to see, right, now it got removed. Now we have to remove this interface. So let us now remove that route also. Go to the configuration mode and no IPv. So this is only a temporary static route to define the next hop address. So once it is we got the next hop address. Once you know how to reach the network through next hop, then we can remove this static route. It is not mandatory. So that's the reason I told this a little bit tricky. I hope in the live environment this is not the case. Might be due to the some other issue. This issue is happening, so we can just remove it. No IPv6 route. So now let us check the table. Show IPv. So you are able to see, right? Show IP. Everything is fine. So it always show us star and greater. That star is a valid and greater is the best route. So now you are seeing the destination network pointing via next stop. So even initially I created a static route. Why? Because it is a temporary static route. Because R1 don't know how to reach the R2 via this next stop. That's the reason I defined it. So once it forms the next stop, once it advertises the next stop interface, then we can safely go ahead and remove the route. Show run. So include the route. So this is not the case in the live environment. So live environment is more than enough. What we have done is, so this is more than enough, right? So what are things is configured is more than enough. You have to define the network and the neighbor statement. So it is more than enough to configure and it will show up in the BGP routing table. So today this scenario, since it doesn't show, then we have created a temporary static route for both R1 and R2. So once it forms a static route, then we have removed it, right? So now let us check it out in R1 and R2. Let us check the routing entries. So what is the command is show IPv6 route BGP. So now we are able to see both the entries, right? And let us check from R2 also. This is the thing I show you. Show IPv6 route BGP. So now I'm able to see both the entries 2001 and 2001. This is a remote network. And let us ping both this network. This is a loopback address. I'm able to ping. And let us also see the network of fast Ethernet interface. Colon 2. I am able to reach, and similarly it is from R2. R2 ping 2001 : 1 and ping 2001 : 111 : 1. So this is a way we can troubleshoot the MPBGP issues, right? So we have to always see whether the neighbor statement exists and the network statement exists. In case if you are not seeing any neighbor relations forming, then better configure a temporary static route to point to the next stop interface, right? So this is a way we can debug the MPBGP issue. So MPBGP is merely for multi-protocol BGP since it supports multiple protocol like IPv4 and IPv6. So this configuration is specifically for MPBGP with IPv6 adjacency. So this IPv6 adjacency used with MPBGP, we have to configure the address family, right? So we have to configure the specific command address family. So I hope you enjoy this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more videos. Thanks and have a wonderful day.